Cadence Gronsky on the serve. It's dug out there by Nechaporka. Now tapped up by Dowler, but over to the the Columbia side. And the Terps will get the point. There was a bit of a confusion of when the point was called for the Terps. Dowler on the serve. Sends it over. Dug out by the libero. Set up. Now driven to the Maryland side. Gamillion sets it up as Layla Ricks passes it back to the Columbia side. Now back to the Terps. A nice save there by Dowler. The ball goes right back over to the Columbia side. Nice spike down by Foster, but a nice block there by Raynell Jones. But the ball will fall right past the diving Layla Ricks and Raynell Jones, and Columbia will tie it up at 1. Out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Serve. Dug out there by Dowler. Now go over, and a nice play there by Layla Ricks. Now serving is Columbia's setter, Sherry Stenglin. Tipped up by the Terps and slammed home by Raynell Jones for the point, and the Terps will take a 3-2 lead. She serves it over, and a service ace by the Lions. So the Lions will continue. Now Vanessa Pan will serve for Columbia. Serve, dug out by Gamillion, tipped up by Fowler. Set for Nechaporka, but Columbia will keep it alive. Pan over the Harlock, and a diving play there by Gamillion, unable to dig it out successfully, and Columbia now with a 7-3 lead in the first set. Thomas, the grad transfer from Bama. It's going to be dug out by Pan, tipped up by the Lions, now sent over Terrapins side. A nice backhanded serve there by Gamillion to keep it alive. Back over to the Lions. A nice spike by Issa Lamoose, but the point will go to the Terps as that one sailed right out of bounds right in front of the Terrapin bench. 7-5 Columbia now leads in the first set. Served over there lightly to Pan. Pan tips it up. Gives it to Cadence Gronsky and gets that one to fall. 8-5 lead for Columbia. Terrapins have not faced much adversity this season. Again, they winners of the last 20 sets. That is in jeopardy now, and another service error by the Lions. We've seen quite a few of those. The grad student, outside hitter from Koldiga, Latvia, led the team with 12 kills in the game against Stony Brook earlier today. Sent over to the Lions side, and blocked down there by Kara Lewis, but off of her left hand, and that will trickle over to the Terp side and fall for another point. Lauren Cho now in, the libero, and the defensive specialist, as she'll be playing that position today. Spiked over by Kara Lewis as that ball falls behind the back line. So another point for the Lions. Show the serve again from Irvine, California. Defensive specialist. She takes it over to the Terp side. Set by Dowler, and a nice spike by Kara Lewis as the Terps get another one back. 10-7 Columbia now leads. Finnerty will serve from Encinitas, California, the defensive specialist. She serves. Dug out by Pan. Now tipped up. Noelle Foster, but it's blocked back to the Lions side. The Lions will try it again. Hit right into the net. Serve by Finnerty, dug out by the Lions. Now hit right back over past the back line. And another point for the Terps. 10-9 Columbia, Finnerty to serve. Dug out by the Lions. Tipped up by Gronsky. And slammed over by Foster, but blocked on the Terps front line. Terps on a bit of a run here. Dug out by Harlock. Tipped up by Franklin. Now as the ball rolls onto the top of the net, the tape of the net, and falls down on the Terrapin side. Mackenzie Metter the serve. Dug out by Sire. Tipped up by Dowler. Raynell Jones getting the kill. Terps looking to battle back in this first set. Sire with the serve. Dug out by Gronsky. Kept alive by the Lions, and a nice play there by the Lions, but it's unable to stay in bounds. Hit over right past the... Little tough to read the numbers. Gamillion will serve now. Dug out there by Metter. Tipped up by Gronsky. Slammed over by Saj McBurrows. Terps keeping alive. Dowler to Layla Ricks, and she'll get the point from San Mateo, California. Quite a few Californians on the court right now. Pan sends it over. That ball snuck inside the line, and another service, this time a service ace for the Lions. Thomas on the serve. Dug out by Pan. Tipped up by Gronsky. Slammed over, and a nice play there by Lamousse, getting it past the front line of the Terps. Columbia staying right with them. Serve from Foster. A nice play by Gomillion. Tipped over by Lewis. Nice play by Lions to keep that alive. Paolo Nechaporka keeping it alive. Now back to the Lions side. Tipped over, and a one-handed diving stab. What a play by Thomas, keeping this point alive. A dig by Gomillion, tipped up. Back onto the net. 4 years. Serving, dug out by Gomillion. Tipped up by Dowler. Now the Nechaporka getting it to fall on the back line, and the Terps take a 1-point lead in the first set. Serve. Dug out there by the Lions. Slammed over by Foster, but kept alive by the Terps. Back over the Lions side and met at the net. Carol Lewis meeting two Lion defenders. Nechaporka serve. Dug out there by Pan, kept alive by Foster. Tipped up to the Terp side. Nice play by Dowler, running over to the far side and getting it to fall with two hands. 21-18 Terps lead. A few years ago is the serve. Dug out there by Harlock. A mistake there by the Lions, and the Terps will get another point. Dug out by Pan. Tipped up by Gronsky. Slammed over by Foster. And the point for the Lions. Lauren Cho, the sophomore, ready to serve. Dug out by Nechaporka over the Dowler. Now the Sire. Nice play by Pan to keep it alive. Tipped up by Gronsky. Sailing over. Chow ready to serve. Sends it over. Dug out by Thomas. Now tipped up by Dowler. Over the Carol Lewis. Columbia keeping it alive. A nice dig there by Gomillion. Tipped up by Dowler. Now the Sire blocked by the front line of the Lions. Carol Lewis will try it again. A diving play there by Cho. Slammed over by Noel Foster, but sails over the baseline and result in the Terrapin point, 23-21. Finnerty serve. Dug out by Pan. And a nice blocking play there by Raynell Jones and Dowler. Finnerty serve. Dug out unsuccessfully by the Lions, and the Terps take set one, 25-21. Dowler serve. Dug out by the Lions. The set. Slam. That one. The serve. Dug out by Sire. The set from Dowler. Slammed over by Jones, but nice block by the front line of the Lions. Sire, another great block by the Columbia's front line. Sire again, rejected by the Lions. And Columbia's front line with three crucial blocks right there. The serve again, 13 digs, 6 service aces back in 2019. Dug out by Nechaporka. Set by Dowler. Nice play by Ricks to get it over. As the Lions tried to keep it alive on that third hit, unable to do so as the ball rolled on to the... Dug out by Metter. Tipped up by Gronsky. Now met at the net by the Terrapins. Sire serve. Dug out by the libero, but unable to find another girl as that ball falls on the ground. 4-2 Terp. 4-2. Ball's dug out by the libero from Columbia. Spiked over, but a nice block by Raynell Jones and Ricks. Dowler to Ricks. Dug out by Metter. Kept alive on the Lions side. Dug by Sire. Dowler gets it back. A nice block by Dowler. Point for Maryland, 5-2. And a 5-0 scoring run for Maryland. Dug out into the net, though. And another point for the Terps. For Foster. Served by Sire. Dug out by Metter. Now spiked over, and a nice play by the Lions. They'll gain a point back, ending the Terrapins' 6-0 run. The senior setter. Dug out by Nechaporka. Tipped by Dowler. And set right to Raynell Jones, and she'll get the point as she subbed out for Hannah Thompson. Ball dug out by Lyons, now tipped up by Gronsky. Spiked over, a nice play by Gomillion as the ball dug out by Sire, set by Dowler. Ricks with a nice play off of the forearms of Mackenzie Metter, and the Terps with an 8-5 advantage here in the second set. Thomas to serve. Dug out by the Lions. That was Mackenzie Metter. Now spiked over by Robichaud. Terps keep it alive. Nechaporka getting the kill, and the Terps with a 9-5 advantage. Showing adversity as they took the first and now look to take the second. Dug out by Harlock. Tipped up, back to Harlock. Dug out by Gomillion. The whistle called, and the point will go to Columbia. The 280 hitting percentage coming into this day. But that one sails over, and that's her 7th service error of the year. She plays the violin, the piano, and the flute. Dug out by Nechaporga, set by Dowler. Slammed over by Thompson, and the Terps with the point. 12-7 Maryland now in the second set in the shortened season. Dug out there by Pan. Now over to Noelle Foster, and the diving attempt by Finnerty is unsuccessful, and Columbia makes this a 4-point game in the second set. Gronsky, the serve. Tipped up by Nechaporka. Nice play by Thomas to keep it alive. Sire gets it off the tape of the net, and the ball will fall, making one of their signature mid-set runs, and took the first set 25-21 as that ball served over the Sire. Tipped up by Dowler, back to Sire. Sire with the kill! Tipped up by Stenglein. A nice block there by Nechaporka. A nice block by Ricks as well. Tipped up by Dowler over to Layla Ricks, but the ball sails out of bounds and a point for Columbia. Gomillion serve. Tipped up by Gronsky. Back to Harlock. Terps, a little miscommunication between Thompson and Dowler. Let that one fall. Pan will serve. It was a state champ in gymnastics back in 2011, 2013. And she'll get the ace right there. Harlock, the Bronx, New York native, serves. Tipped up by Dowler. So that was set to Thompson, sends it over to the Lions side. Harlock. Nice backhanded serve play by Dowler. Tipped up by Thomas. Dowler set to Sire. Sire off the front line of the Lions. Now back with a nice block combined by Nechaporka and Thompson, resulting in the Terps point. 16-15 Terps lead. Nechaporka on the attack. Set by Pan. Lions sending it over to the Terps half. Dowler the Sire. Dug out by Stenglein. Gronsky over to the Terps half. Dowler to Nechaporka as she's met. Takes a deep breath. She serves. Dug out by Harlock, but an ace, an unsuccessful dig from Harlock, and the Terps 6 points away from winning set 2. Nechaporka skidding off the tape. Getting it over to the Columbia side. Dug out by Gomillion. Set by Dowler. Sire will send it over. Dug out by Harlock. A nice blocking play there by the Terrapins, and 21-16. Trying to keep this set alive for Columbia. Dug out by Thomas. Set by Dowler the Sire. Columbia keeping it alive. Noelle Foster, a nice dig by Gomillion. Fowler to Sire. Off the net, and that one falls. Columbia gets the point. The dig from Nechaporka, set by Dowler. But Hannah Thompson getting the point there for the Terps. Finnerty serve. Dug out by the Lions. A nice play there by Gronsky to keep it alive. The dig from Encinitas over to the Lions side, and the point to the Terrapins. Maryland getting the point off of the whistle from the officials, and Terrapins take set 2. Gronsky to serve. Dug out by Gomillion. A nice diving play by Thomas. Hit over to the Terrapin side. Noel Foster hitting it right into the net. Terrapins with an early 1-0 lead in the third set. Dowler serve. Dug out by the Lions, tipped up by Gronsky. Foster sends it over, and the ball drops for the Lions, and the Maryland Terrapins will lose the point. And Sherry Stenglein in. Served by Metter. Set by Dowler and slammed home by Raynell Jones. Sire serve. The dig from Stenglein. Kept up by Columbia. A diving play there by Gomillion, keeping it alive. Nechaporica sending it over the Akron to the Columbia side. And sort of pinball there, the ball. The serve. The dig from Sire. Dowler to Nechaporica. Sailing out. Serve from Thomas. Dug from Gronsky. She'll slam it over, but blocked from the tandem of Dowler and Ricks. The serve, dug out by Gomillion. And Dowler looking like she was going to set it up for a teammate there. 6-6 in the set. The dig from Pan, getting over to her teammate Cho. Over to the Terp side, Thomas to Dowler. To Kara Lewis, but a nice blocking attempt by Columbia is unsuccessful, 7-6. Nechaporica. Serve. Dug out by Pan, tipping it over, and a nice play by Sire, but the flag comes up. Dug out by Pan. Set to Foster. Nice dig by Nechaporica. Dowler to Sire on the far side. That ball rolls off the tape and resulting in a Columbia point, unable to get over the net. And their win streak to 12. The dig off to the Lions. Gronsky will send it over to Foster. The ball off the Maryland half for Maryland. Served by Gronsky. The dig from Nechaporica. A nice play by Dowler to get it over. And a block now by Raynell Jones. Nechaporica still leading the team with 8 kills tonight. Dowler to serve. Dug out by the Lions. Now tipped over by McBurrows. Dowler to Gomillion. Set to Layla Ricks, but a nice block by the front line of the Lions, and it's 10-9 Terps lead. Dug out by Sire. Set from Dowler. Gets it to Ricks. Ball kept alive by the Lions. And a block there by Ricks. Strongville, Ohio native Sam Sire to serve. A dig from the libero Stenglein. Slammed over by Burrows. A nice play by Sire to keep it alive. Giving it to Dowler. Back to Sire. Off the tape. Kept alive by Stenglein. Lions keeping it alive. McBurrows. A nice dig by Sire. Dowler to Sire. Tipping it over. Slammed home, but a nice block again by the tandem of Raynell Jones and Layla Ricks. Stenglein to serve off the very top of the net. Tape. As Ricks sends that one over, and it sneaks into the backhand corner on the near side, 13-10. But Terps unable to come up successful on that point. Pan serves it, digs it to Nechaporica. Dowler to Ricks. Whistle called. Terps will get the point. Thomas to serve for the Terps. Dug out there by the Lions. Nice play by Gronsky, keeping it alive. Serve by the Lions. Tipped up by Dowler. Giving it to Nechaporica. Ball falls out of bounds, and 14-13. Serve again. Dig from Nechaporica. Dowler back to Nechaporica. Nice diving play by Stenglein, but knocked back over by Kara Lewis. Terps now 10 points away from taking set 3. Dig from Pan. Kept alive. Over the Foster. Nechaporica. Dowler to Sire, and Sire slams one home. 16-13. Terps lead in the third set. The serve. Dug out by Pan. Now tipped over by Gronsky, and she'll get the point past the diving Thomas. 16-14 Terrapins. Cho. Dug out by the Terps now. Kara Lewis unable to get that one. The fall right back to Sire. A dig by Cho. Dowler keeping it up. Diving play there by Thomas. Nechaporka sending it back over the Lions side. And a nice block by Kara Lewis. Kara Lewis denying the Lions of the point, and 17-14 Maryland. Gronsky the serve. Dowler the Sire. Tipped off the front line of the Lions. Noelle Foster tipping it over, and a diving play by Sire. Unable to get there in time. 17-16 Terps now lead in the third set. And at the very least, force a fourth set. Terps keeping it alive. Sire tips it over. Stenglein. The serve to Foster. The dig from Nechaporka, getting it to Dowler. Sire. Dug out by the Lions. Now back to the Terp side. Raynell Jones getting one. Now unable to get the blocking attempt by Jones and Sire, hitting off their hands. Timeout hoping to stop Columbia's momentum if you're Maryland. The serve from Gronsky. The dig, an unsuccessful dig there by Gomillion as the ball went backwards instead of forwards. And then 19-17 now Columbia. Their chance for their first set win of the night. The serve off the tape. Now a big play there by Dowler, gets it to fall at the net. The serve. Dug out by Gronsky. Tipped up. Now back to Foster. Foster slams it home in 2018. Mackenzie Meather will serve. The dig from Sire. Set by Dowler. Back to Sire. Kept up by Cadence Gronsky. And a nice play by Dowler. Gets to Jones. Unable to get that one to fall. Still kept alive. Nechaporka. Dowler. To Ricks, and Maryland with the point. 2019, Maryland staying alive in this one. Sire will serve. Maryland down by 1. Winning 2-0. Nice diving play by Stenglein to keep that one alive. Can Columbia stay around and force a fourth set? Sire serve. A dig from Stenglein. Tipped up by Gronsky. And that ball sailing out of bounds from the Lion player, and another point for the Terps. The whistle blown. Sire serve. Dig from Stenglein. A diving play there. Unable to get there. Served over. Dug by Dyer. Up to Fowler. Now to Layla Ricks, who gets the point to fall. 24-21, so match point now. Gomillion will serve for match. The serve. Tipped up by the Lions. Gronsky now sending it over. Sire with a nice play. Dowler to Layla Ricks. Lions keeping it alive. A block. A nice play by Ricks to keep it alive. Dowler. Now to Lewis. Still alive. Lions have it. A diving play by Sire off of her hands out of bounds. Maryland up 2-0. The serve. Hitting the net. Service error. And the Maryland Terrapins take their 12th straight match. 3-0.